it's interesting that with the explosion of the perception of your model and the measurements changing within the tools, that kind of washed out like the core fundamentals of the role, whether that's SDR, AE, business development, customer success, but it also kind of like hung marketing out to dry because it reduced marketing to be only a lead function. So they had to basically do lead gen to meet the contact target. So we had enough people to call that were never ever going to buy our stuff because you're only speaking to 3% of the buy now of the Chet Holmes pyramid, right? But the market seemed to just eat it up, and that's kind of curved into that needing more tools to self-sustain hypothetical targets for that to happen. And that's kind of caused like a niche market where all what I'm seeing and what George and I are seeing, which is why we built the school, is that's kind of like washed out a layer of like leadership, C-suite, sales marketers that have never seen what good looks like outside of broken modeling because they're still thinking in terms of how could they silo enhance their patch, not how they could architecturally solve an organizational problem.
Yep. Yeah. We're in this anxiety economy. And I wrote about this in the book. What happens is when there's anxiety, it kind of compresses, or stress, or too much stress. It compresses your kind of mental throughput, and you kind of revert towards, rather than the long-term durable solutions, which really are more like relationships. The longest term durable solutions tend to be like kind of fuzzy, squishy, like relationships and emotional intelligence and things you can't really get like a metric around. And your mind defaults towards, give me the tactic now, right? What's the framework? What's the metric? How many calls you're making? It's very short-term, fleeting solutions. And so I think there's a natural desire and demand for kind of like, give me the solution. It's like TikTok advice, right? The 10 seconds of, the little like wisdom flash, which means nothing. Like when something's not working, people's default is to do more of it, right? Someone's